But I'm also joined by Varinder Bansal Nimesh Shah right here in the studio to make us understand why the groups are actually looking at the merger, what are the pros and cons of the entire deal, and how exactly are they going to go about this deal given the RBI question which is there and the other issues. Nimesh and Varinder, over to you.
Well, first of all, just to take it from where Nisha left, to simplify what is being talked in the market, because it's a complex three-tier structure. Simply put, what they're trying to do is, what we are understanding right now from sources is that three entities, Shriram, City Union Finance, Transport and IDFC Bank, that will merge as a one entity. The second is the holding companies of these groups, Shriram Capital and IDFC Limited, will merge. This is the simple structure which is being talked about. Now, Nimesh and me, and we have been discussing, lately. So, Nimesh, the first question is why the merger? If we just go through why is there a need of the merger? Clearly for IDFC Bank, it is very, very simple. IDFC Bank needs retail presence, and currently they are nearly 20-25% as a retail as a part of the entire book. And the management has earlier indicated several times that their intent is to take over 50% retailization of assets by FY20 estimated. And with this, if they do, clearly if you just see the combined entity, the three combined entity, you will see the percentage share of retail and SME put together will be nearly 70% of the total loan book, which is one of the highest in all the public sector, private sector banks put together. So IDFC Bank, it's very clear. But Nimesh, why Shriram Group wants to do this? Because that's a big question on every investor's mind.
Correct.
What is the need for Shriram Group, and what do they get out of this?
Varinder, first on the IDFC Bank itself, while there are positives that you mentioned, that the size grows up, they become the fourth largest bank in the private space, but this will come at a cost. There will be a massive dilution for IDFC Bank. So that is one reason. The other reason is the fact that IDFC Limited, the parent, has a compliance to bring the stake in IDFC Bank to 40% by October 2018. So this merger will also mean that they meet the regulatory requirement of RBI.
But still they will not be able to achieve as much as money what they want, even after dilution,
Correct. But still, at least that's the one step. See, already 18 months have gone by, they've not done anything. Yes. They're not even organically growing. So that's the need for IDFC Bank to go out and look for a larger presence and merge. As to your question of what is in store for Shriram, Varinder, I spoke to a lot of investors of Shriram Group, and they feel this whole drive is largely led by the pyramids.
That's a bigger question.
So I think that's the thing, In fact, even if you look at the Macquarie report or the HSBC report, it clearly mentions that the drive or the urge comes from the pyramids. Remember, Shriram didn't even participate or bid for a banking license. So it doesn't look like that the Shriram Group is very keen on getting into the banking space.
Do you get a sense that on ground some of the investors of Shriram Group are actually unhappy with this move?
Oh yes, Varinder. So while unhappy or happy, that's a point will come when the actual deal is on the table, when the merger issues are announced and everything else. But as things stand, I spoke to a few investors of Shriram, and they feel they need to look at the structure very closely. And also, for Shriram Group, look at the ROEs of both Shriram Transport and Shriram City Union. They both are enjoying double-digit, close to 12-13% ROEs. With this merger, with the compliances of banking, the ROEs are going to compress. Not only that, there will be pressure on the ROEs going forward as well on the merged entity. So there are question marks raised by some of the large investors of Shriram Group as to what is the need for this merger, what is the plan for them, what it brings to the table for the minority shareholders of Shriram Group. Also remember, in both the listed entities, minorities hold a larger chunk. Eventually, while we all talk about RBI approval, there will also be a majority of the minority to approve this deal. So it's going to be a challenge. Yes, we know that there is Apex partner who is probably on the side of pyramids. Pyramids themselves hold 10% in the listed, so they may come and support. But still, there will be at least 50% of minority shareholders who they need to go to and get an approval as well.